What's good, y'all? It's the people's champ, Gabriel Rosado.
Big shot! It's a knockout of the year contender from Gabriel Rosado.
Welcome to In My Garage by DAZN. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Gabriel Rosado, 20-year professional boxer, commentator for DAZN. I turned professional at the age of 19. I started boxing when I was 18, so I started late. I had to make it out the mud. My first couple fights was like $500, fighting in high schools, fighting in, man, pretty much in like the craziest places you could think of. Matter of fact, my pro debut, I had to spot the guy about 15 pounds. If you can make it from Philly, you can make it anywhere. You know, when it comes to Philadelphia, to me, Philadelphia is boxing headquarters. I'm from North Philadelphia, where Bernard Hopkins is from North Philadelphia as well. Having Bernard Hopkins as a mentor was so inspirational for me. You know, at the age of 18, I was able to join Bernard Hopkins in a training camp when he was getting ready for Joe Calzaghe. And we built a great relationship. The camp that stands out for me the most would be the Kelly Pavlik training camp that we did in Miami. And Bernard Hopkins was the underdog big time. Bernard Hopkins at the age of 43 put on a spectacular performance, outboxed Kelly Pavlik. And for me, that was like, man, I want to be just like Bernard Hopkins.
Were you trying to use that word earlier? Ooh, big shot! Oh, Gabriel Rosado just put him flat on his face! It's a knockout of the year contender from Gabe Rosado! Rosado knocks him out with an overhand right!
Yeah, some of my favorite moments of my career, I would say the knockout of the year versus Bektemir. That was huge. The fight of the year against Munguia. You know, unfortunately, I came up short, but it was a spectacular performance. It was a great fight, sold out arena at the Honda Center here in California. So, man, those are just some moments right there that were dope. And even though this one was in Rio, Creed, the fight with Apollo Creed, that was pretty dope too. You know, I've retired a few, I would say almost 2 years now. Yeah, March 2 years. And am I gonna stay retired? I don't know, man. You know, if they give me a call and it makes sense, I just might come back. I stay in shape. I got a gym right here in the guest house, man, so I'm always in the gym training. I mean, I got some pretty dope stuff on the walls. A friend of mine's made that painting for me in New York. My wife, she's an artist. She painted for me on my birthday. The dope thing about this one right here is that's signed by LL Cool J on his 20th year anniversary of Mama Say Knock You Out. Shout out to LL Cool J, he did that for me right there. Right here, you know what I mean, the famous scene with me and Michael B. Jordan in Creed. Right here, Ring Magazine presented me with Knockout of the Year versus Bektemir. I would like to get back in the ring to kind of shake off the cobwebs, you know, get my feet wet. They call it a tune-up fight, but for me, I don't look at anything as a tune-up fight. To then probably build up the big fight with Ramada, I think is a great fight for Puerto Rico, New York, Philadelphia. Man, it's the perfect recipe. Man, I keep it nice and simple. I got the Jeep Wrangler. Nothing special, you know, I'll take it off road every now and then. And, you know, this is the ride that gets me from A to B. So, you know, I got friends that, you know, they like the big expensive cars. I like the Jeep, bro. You can take the top down, you can take the doors off, you know, and it's a fun ride. I traded this one, I had the Sahara, and I traded that when I took the doors off the Sahara, and I took it off-roading, and it was a really bad idea. Cause we had fun, but then the inside was so dirty, man. It was mud. It was bad. The tires are pretty big, man. And the good thing about it too, man, is, you know, the gas is high. The gas is extremely high, man. So it's a hybrid. So I get to charge the car. You know what I mean? So you save money. You save money. So I was backing up, and I hit the gate right here. And I guess I waited too long to get out, so by the time I pulled out, the gate came back in and just took off a piece of my bumper over here. I gotta super glue this thing, because this right here, man, it comes off. So that's that, man. my dream car, you know, honestly, I like classics. I think maybe one day I'll get myself a classic, maybe like a, you know, a 64 Cadillac, you know, something like that, you know, with a drop top, you know, something cool. Me and my wife could just cruise. I like a car that's low maintenance, because I'm not gonna change oil, I'm not doing none of that. Man, my first car was a 1989 Nissan Maxima, and the engine blew out on it. It only went up to 35 miles an hour. So I would get on the highway with it, and I would gun it, and the tranny would just die down, but the car would glide. It would just be gliding, and then when it would go under 30, you gotta gun it again, so then it could speed up. It'd die at 35, but then it would just glide. So and a lot of people be mad at me, and I would beeping the horn, but I get to where I had to go to.